So hey guys, welcome back to the channel.
Happy New Year!
For everybody that sent us well wishes from our last video, yeah, we're all feeling better, we've all recovered.
Yep.
We all know that January is the longest 3 months of the year. So, you know, we're all experiencing like, God, how many more days, you know, till the end of the month before we get paid. That's what inspired this particular video. We're gonna do sort of 3 January meals that'll get you through to the end of the month. Essentially 3 budget meals. And that comprises of a couple of things. So we still want it to be delicious, want it to be nutritious, as you know from our previous videos. We are on a healthy lifestyle journey, so we definitely want to have more protein in our meals. You know, it can't be just carbs and, you know, starches. And most importantly, because it's January, it needs to be as budget friendly as possible. We're going to do 3 different things, essentially also using, you know, whatever you have in your pantry, whether that's spices, you know, the milk and bread and whatever you've already got in your cupboards, along with, you know, the ingredients that we've bought. We've tried to keep everything under 250 Rand.
Yeah, just under 250 Rand.
But what we'll do also is we'll just break down each meal for serving size and how much that meal costs on its own per portion.
The first meal is noodles. It's Troy's favorite that he has once a week. So we're going to make that and elevate it a bit with some pantry staples that we have.
Yeah, we can't do a budget video without some noodles
noodles
in there. All right, cool. The second one is going to be, you know, we all love going to our favorite takeout Nandos, but not in January. So we're going to do our version of a Nandos meal.
Third one is a sweet treat that we're also going to use some pantry staples to elevate it also.
All right, cool.
Before we get going, thank you to Mala.
Oh, yes.
These awesome aprons, we love it. Thank you so much.
We absolutely love them. Thank you very much.
So the ingredients for the noodles that I'm using is some Indomie noodles, 2-minute noodles, eggs. I had some mixed veg in the freezer that I thought I could use up. You can add whatever you want, whether you have some leftover chicken or whatever else. Got some everything bagel seasoning as well, and some coriander to garnish. And then just a bit of olive oil to saute the veggies. I'm going to start quickly with sauteing some onions. Let's get the veggies going as well while the onions are browning. So I'm just going to take the veggies off the heat and then add my noodles to the pan. So we're going to make the noodles a bit like a ramen style, so it's not going to be a dry noodle. I like to break it a bit before adding it in, so it's easier to eat.
I actually think that's sacrilegious in some cultures, but anyway.
So while the noodles are going, I'll just show you why I like using the Indomie noodles. In the pack, you get the seasoning powder and you get a bit of powdered chili as well, which is quite nice. They also give you a bit of fried onion, soy sauce, and they give you seasoning oil, which is a little bit spicy, which adds the flavor to the ramen. Since we're making the noodles a bit ramen style, which normally has a boiled egg, or is it a century egg?
Yeah, and this is also a nice way to add
some
protein.
Extra protein. I boiled some eggs earlier. My noodles are almost done, so I'm just going to add the seasoning that comes in the noodle packet.
Oh, such a nice color.
Yeah, adding all 3 of the other ingredients. Smells really good already. It's not completely dry, so I'm going to switch off the pan and add my veggies back into the mixture. So we have a guest that's joined us. All the way from his bedroom.
Wow.
Gonna add the noodles in.
That looks really nice.
So we've tried something different, Troy. We've made it a bit of a ramen style.
Oh, so it's not like noodles, it's like ramen.
Not dry noodles. I've added some veggies in for you because you need it.
Okay.
And then you're just going to help me garnish it.
Oh, okay.
You can add a sliced boiled egg, is your favorite everything bagel seasoning, and some coriander. Cut it in half this way.
Oh, that sounded nice.
You add one, I'll add one. And you can add your everything bagel seasoning.
Yeah, I think that's good enough.
Taste test time.
Alright, let's try this.
Going to be very hot.
Oh, you got the slow technique.
Wow, it's actually really nice.
Is it? Even with the veggies?
Yes, the egg is very nice with this.
Would you have wanted it a bit more soupy?
No.
In terms of the cost of this dish, noodles was only like 9 rand. They range from like 9 to 15 rand. We did buy a 6-pack of egg for 20 bucks. Obviously, we added a few extra things in there like
olive oil, the bagel seasoning,
the mixed veg that we had in the fridge. So you can elevate it as much as you want. But we're looking at about 15 rand per serving. Okay, I also want to do a quick taste test. I'm not the biggest fan of noodles. Wow.
Has a lot of flavor.
Flavor is amazing.
It's actually your first time trying the Indomie noodles.
Wow, I really like that. Like personally, I would like the eggs to be like soft and jammy. Troy, what did you rate this out of 5?
I'd say a 4. No, it's because of the thing. What is it now? The broth.
Oh, okay. You like it more dry noodle.
Yeah, I like dry noodle. I'm gonna be taking this with me. I wanna eat.
Okay guys, so for our version of our Nando's dish, we all know that Nando's is, expensive all year through, but it is one of our favorite takeaways. We're going to be doing a quarter chicken side.
2 sides.
Oh, 2 sides. So that, according to my calculations, works out to about 99 rand per serving. Quarter chicken and 2 sides, right?
Mm-hmm.
We'll reveal at the end of this segment how much our version costs. But in terms of what we sort of purchased from the shops, the chicken for 4 pieces was 74 rand. These potato for the wedges were 16 rand. And obviously we got the Woolies Rainbow Slaw. That's my favorite version of slaw to make, about 25 rand. But you can get cheaper alternatives in other stores. Those little sauce packets that we used to make the marinade were about 6 rand each, and we used 3 of them, so that's 18 rand. We did use some yogurt, a little tub of yogurt equivalent to about 13 rand. So those are the key ingredients. Okay, and then we're also going to use the Nola Light mayo. I like using this because obviously I'm trying to save on the calories. I haven't included that in the costs because that was already in our pantry. So what we'll do is at the end of this segment, we'll reveal what our cost portion is compared to buying it at Nando's. And we'll also compare the taste.
Yeah. So next we're going to pop the chicken into the oven. And here's a clip of how I prepared the chicken and the marinade. So guys, I'm just making a quick marinade for the chicken. Going to be adding some yogurt.
Is that the base?
That's the base for our marinade. So just about 2 tablespoons of the yogurt. Going to be adding some Italian herb, some ginger, garlic powder, onion powder, salt, black pepper. I'm using about 3 sachets of the Nando's sauce. Just going to give all the ingredients a quick mix. So I haven't measured any of the ingredients. I just went according to feel and eyeballed it. So I've just got 4 pieces of chicken quarters that I'm going to add to the marinade. Leave it for about 20 minutes or however long you can, just to soak up all the flavors. So guys, just to add a bit of color to the pre-marinated chicken and to give it a Nando's look and feel, I'm just going to add a little bit of egg yellow powder. I'm going to spray my tray with a bit of olive oil cook and spray, just so that the chicken doesn't stick. This was a very fat chicken. This is now ready to go in the oven. So while the chicken is in the oven at 220 degrees for about 30 minutes, I'm going to get cracking on preparing the potato wedges. I've got 3 parboiled potatoes just to help the cooking process to be a bit quicker. I've got some paprika, Italian herb, onion powder, garlic powder, black pepper, pink salt, just a bit of olive oil as well. Just going in with a drizzle of olive oil, pink salt, black pepper. Give that a quick toss in between. Some garlic powder, onion powder, Italian herb, some paprika. You can add whatever spice for heat that you have. So I hope that's spicy enough. They're just going to pop these wedges into the air fryer for about 20 to 25 minutes. So guys, the chicken's almost done and the wedges are almost there. Quickly going to make coleslaw, rainbow slaw, mayonnaise, sugar, some salt, dash of vinegar. Adding about 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise, bit of salt, sugar, dash of vinegar, and just give that a quick toss. Smells really good. And that's our coleslaw done. That was under 2 minutes. I've taken the chicken out of the oven. Just quickly going to baste it with some Nando's sauce. So all our components for the Nando's meal is ready, and we're going to plate up. Got our chicken, put it there, some of our hairy wedges.
And then let's put some slaw in there.
That got a bit soaked while waiting.
So this is the Nando's meal with 2 sides. Do a quick taste test. Oh, you make the skin a bit crispy. That's quite cool. Because you're making it at home, you can put a little bit of your own twist to it. So, really like some sriracha mayo. I'm gonna try it without. Here it goes.
Obviously, nothing will compare to Nando's, but
I don't know. This comes pretty close.
really,
It's pretty tasty. That slaw is so tasty. Although it's quite soaked. That's good, right?
I thought I overcooked the chicken, but it's actually quite juicy still.
Excellent.
Well done to us.
Yeah.
I really like the wedges.
That's definitely a winner in my book. Okay guys, so we said we'll reveal exactly how much this meal costs compared to a Nando's meal.
Yep.
So that's that. A quarter chicken and 2 sides was equivalent to 99 Rand. Our entire meal,
Wait, drum roll.
the entire meal for 4 servings was 146 Rand, which means that this single serving equated to about 37 Rand.
Wow.
That's a crazy. I didn't even think it was going to be that cheap, but as you can see, it turned out great and it was really, really good. I'm not, in no way would I eat this meal and not feel like I've missed out on Nando's.
I'm even surprised by that costing.
So yeah, if you're looking for a budget-friendly meal, this is definitely the way to go. All right, cool. So that is Nando's.
Done and dusted.
We're gonna take a quick break and then move on to desserts.
Sweet treat.
Sweet treat. Okay, cool.
So guys, for our third and final budget meal, we will be making pancakes.
Yeah, everybody loves pancakes, right?
It's quick and easy. Lots of the ingredients that we're going to use are pantry staples as well.
And it can be very affordable. It can be as little as like 5 Rand for a serving. So this recipe that we're doing is actually a recipe that I use for my protein pancakes. So if you want, you can use protein powder in the recipe. If you want to bump up the macros, get more protein into the meal itself. But for the purposes of it being a budget meal, we're going to exclude the whey protein. Okay, so from an ingredients perspective, we've got flour. Then alternatively, you can mix that with some protein powder, baking powder, bicarb. We've got an egg. The recipe asks for almond milk, but you can substitute it with normal milk also, depending on what you have. And that's basically it. It's not much. And then what we'll do is we'll also serve our pancakes with either some like blueberries or some freshly sliced banana and some syrup, or one or the other, or all of them. This comes down to what your budget is.
Or whatever fruit you have at home already.
Yeah.
We're going to mix the ingredients.
So I think we do all the dry ingredients first.
Yes, because we have to weigh them.
Okay, yeah. So what I'll do is I'll also put the measurements on screen, because obviously this is very specific to the quantities that we are using. Okay, so let's go in with the ingredients. It's normally 55 grams of plain flour and 32 grams of protein powder. But I think we could just go for 90 grams of just plain flour for now. Yeah, that's perfect. We need to go in with the baking powder and the bicarb, just 3 grams each.
3 grams of bicarb. Fine, so that's our dry ingredients done.
80 ml of milk. Let's just go in with the milk. Okay, cool. And then last is add 1 egg. And then we're just gonna obviously mix this all up.
Comes together quite quickly.
Yeah. This typically makes about 4 to 6 pancakes or flapjacks. What are they? Flapjacks, pancakes, fluffy pancakes?
Yeah, I think we need to add a little bit more milk.
Okay, cool. Yeah, obviously we're just going to feel out the texture to make sure that it's...
I think just a smidgen more.
Trace just reminded me that because we're not using the whey protein, there's no sweetness in this mixture. So we're obviously going to have to add either some sugar or sweetener in there. So I think let's do sweetener.
Okay.
Because that keeps the calories down. Yeah, so I'm going to use stevia, equivalent to 2 teaspoons of sugar. Plus we're probably going to get sweetness from the fruit and the syrup. Obviously, we're still trying to keep it low calorie.
It's looking quite good.
It's definitely sweet.
Yeah.
It's got a sweet aftertaste to it. So let's get the heat on. Typically what I do is I use some coconut spray. So I like using a coconut spray just to save on the oil and the calories and that kind of stuff. So I'll just do a spray onto the pan just about when you're ready to drop in your pancake mixture.
And it doesn't change the taste of the pancake as well.
Normally the first one is like a test one. And we just wait for it to bubble. Yeah. So I think this first test one is almost ready. Yeah, that looks good. And it's a decent height. Chuck the next one on. Just break this guy a little bit just to see. Oh, it's super fluffy. It's so fluffy. Yum.
It's actually quite tasty.
It's not sweet at all. So if you want it sweeter, you can have to add more sweetener or sugar. Okay, so we're going to cook the rest of these off quickly and then get it ready for serving. Okay guys, so we've got, what did we get? Like 6
I think it's
small
like
to medium size super fluffy pancakes. Let's serve it with some fresh fruit and some syrups.
It looks really good.
Yeah, that turned out pretty great. So I think let's do a serving of 3 maybe.
Yeah.
6 seems a bit excessive. So I'm just going to pick the fluffiest guys. All right, cool. We're going to go in with some sliced banana. We got some blueberries. And then obviously you can use any kind of maple syrup or honey or anything that you've got in the cupboards. I'm going to use pancake syrup. It's called Lean Gourmet Skinny Syrups. There's like almost no sugar in this. It's sugar-free basically. Absolutely delicious. So, but like I said, you can use, depending on budget and what you have, you can use anything that you have in your cupboard. Alternatively, you can also do the Carb Smart version. This is like a chocolate syrup if you wanted to be a bit more indulgent. Okay, cool. Let's do some. I'm just going to use my hands.
I guess if somebody had Nutella and banana.
You can go wild with whatever you want, you know. And let's get a couple of fresh blueberries just to sit around the plate like that. You can go as crazy as you want with the toppings. Yeah, I think that looks pretty cool. Let's get out the syrup.
Oh, that syrup looks so good. The color.
The syrup is amazing. I absolutely love it. There we have it. Our budget-friendly dessert. Let's talk numbers quickly. Pancakes on their own worked out to something ridiculous like 5 Rand for a serving of those pancakes. Obviously, if we add in the bananas or the fruit, the blueberries, that's like 20 to 30 bucks each. So that does bring the price up. I guess that brings this typical serving to like under 30 bucks. So I don't think you can get any better than that for a budget-friendly January
dessert.
And then obviously I didn't include the price of the syrup. I mean, syrup can be about 30 bucks, but you can also use things like butter, sugar, jam,
honey,
whatever you have in your cupboard.
So for aesthetics, and because it's free from my garden, I'm just going to add a sprig of mint for garnish. And there you have it.
Wow, that looks great. Okay, so look who showed up for the taste test time. Let's try these. Actually, I'm just going to show you how fluffy they are.
They do look very fluffy.
They're pretty fluffy. I'll do one for Troy and one for me, okay?
It's nice.
Oh,
very nice.
Very nice.
If you look here, that's how fluffy they are. That's amazing.
It's like a cloud.
Yeah, this recipe hasn't failed me yet. You try it?
I don't have a sweet tooth, but that's really good.
You want another bite?
Yeah, I want another bite.
Do you know that he wants to take this to school?
You want to take it to school? I'm not getting up every day to make these, Troy. It's delicious, guys. I can't lie. And the protein version where you put the protein powder is also equally as good. So 5 out of 5 for me.
5 out of 5.
5 out of 5. And perfect for the budget.
So guys, that's our 3 budget-friendly meals, and hopefully it helps you to get through January.
The rest of January, yeah. Yeah, so just to recap, elevated noodles, that was equivalent to about 15 Rand a serving. Then we did our recreation of the Nando's meal. That was 37 Rand a serving. And then we ended with these delicious pancakes. Plain, they were about 5 or 6 Rand a serving. And obviously if you add things like blueberries, syrups, and extra fruit and that kind of stuff, you're looking at about 25 25 to 30 grams a serving. So those are definitely very budget-friendly meals to get you through January. Oh, and before I forget, I just noticed that we got our coffees out to go with our desserts. Cheers.
Cheers.
I just wanted to say thank you to Shane and Shamila for the coffee and the support.
We appreciate it. Thank
We
you
appreciate
so
it
much.
a lot. Thank you.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Okay, cool. Bye guys. See you in the next
Bye.
one.